All right, so we're here with Jen from the Greenheart Foundation. And Jen, I have a question that's very common on our site, which is if somebody is sensitive to the effects of cannabis, how do you educate them about the effects of microdosing, or how to microdose, I should say?
That's a really great question. I myself am very sensitive to cannabis, and so microdosing is something that I personally do. It's a great question and very, very relevant. The first thing I want to find out is what are they using cannabis for? So I can find out, first of all, what type of cannabis we need to work with to start that microdosing regimen. After we determine what the issue is and perhaps where their sensitivity lies, educating on microdosing is a fantastic way to get people to take a second look at the plant. Microdosing, just as education, is a little bit of cannabis in periods of days or series of weeks to get your tolerance to a level to where you can either utilize a higher dose or just a daily maintenance regimen. So that's, first of all, people aren't really familiar with the word microdose and what that really means for them.
Well, and it's also, when you microdose and you microdose frequently, it's also considered often to be a preventative measure to whatever your condition is.
It does. It provides a lot of benefits in that manner. I think another question with microdosing too is, what kind of product? Is it a food item? What way are you microdosing? And that's something that when I do start microdosing, I think of going directly to a tincture or a capsule or some form like that, so you can get that really prescriptive amount every time in a concentrated fashion.
And when I think of microdosing, especially with THC, I think of anything that's 5 milligrams or less.
Absolutely.
And so if you get up to the 10 milligrams, would that still be microdosing?
It depends on the tolerance level. So it certainly depends on the person's familiarity with the cannabis plant and how much use. If it's someone who hasn't used cannabis before, I would say starting with non-psychoactive THC, non-psychoactive CBD is really the best start. And then going into that 1, 2, 3, 5 milligram of cannabis. And that seems to be the threshold. I think 5 milligrams is my dose, so I know personally that is a helpful way to start.
That's great. Well, thank you so much. We so appreciate your answer.
Thank you.